other things which are more important than polygamy, but everyone does whatever is easy for them. You know, one day there was a certain man, this is a true story, his wife came to complain that my husband wants to take another wife. So he said it is sunnah. He said it is sunnah. But he is not using miswak. You know what is miswak? That small, that piece of root which they use to clean the teeth. He has no miswak and he wants to marry another wife. So I said, okay, bring miswak, I will give him. If that is what qualifies him, then give it to him. So then she said, no, what I mean is he is not fulfilling other sunnah, but this is a very important sunnah. So then I explained, I said, look, everyone does whatever is easy for them. For example, some women, maybe their dress code is not so perfect, but they are closer to Allah because their heart is very, you know, they have better deeds and they are trying hard and so on. This is all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When it comes to the issue of polygamy, many people are very sensitive. For your information, the whole world is polygamous. All men, by nature, they are polygamous, and they cannot deny that. Even the people who are saying, no, it's wrong, they have been caught in their offices engaging in acts that were unacceptable, and they were about to be impeached in certain cases. Wallahi. And then they want to say, no, it's prohibited. But yourself, you are doing it. You are saying it's just to make women happy, they are saying that. So the whole world is moving in one direction. As I said, we do not promote or demote, we are only explaining the Islamic ruling. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open our doors, and even the men and the women, we need to concentrate on the teachings of Islam and put them into practice so that we do not lose the essence of our religion. We should not be fighting with one another. We should be learning as much as we can and putting it into practice, inshallah.
Is
that our last question?
Last,
yes.
My name is Dadla Jamil. You know, I like to make a remark, you know, and like to seek some solution or your idea about some of the things that is happening here, you know. I have experience, you know, because I have been listening to different speeches in Islam given by so many different scholars, and now I am finding that, you know, many things that were not claimed, and many different scholars are saying this is haram, and then somebody else will add to something else again say this is haram. You know, so there are so much of haram and things like that that we did not hear earlier. I can understand, you know, with the time there may be different types of things that may become, you know, haram, which is based on the same thing, you know. But how do you really explain to the people, you know, when you have seen so much people say, oh, this is haram, and so many things are they express is haram, you know, that we really find it difficult sometimes to take whose advice, Thank you very much.
Jazakumullah khair. That is a very beautiful question. It is a reality. Sometimes the public gets confused because they hear one saying something, another one saying something, so what to do? The answer is, we are primarily instructed to follow the Qur'an and the Sunnah. We are primarily instructed to follow the Qur'an and the Sunnah. So if someone comes forth with justification from Qur'an and Sunnah, they are correct. When someone comes with justification without Qur'an and Sunnah, we will excuse them because we are following Qur'an and Sunnah. So sometimes someone might say, I am a layman, how do I know? We need to learn enough of Islam to be able to understand what is right and wrong. So if, for example, someone tells you, you know, music is haram, and you didn't hear that before, you need to find out yourself where, when, why, how, or the person who informed you, gave you that information, you need to trust them enough to be able to follow what they have said. So sometimes you have ulama, you don't know this man, but the other one, you know him from when he was young, you know his knowledge, you know his credentials, he has always taught people and so on, you know, he is someone who you know properly, and you can follow such a person on condition that you still have in your heart that I want to check it for myself in the Qur'an and the Sunnah, and I need to know, I need to have the knowledge, because without knowledge we will get confused. Today the world is free, the internet is open. I have seen more than 300 websites which are claiming to be Muslim, teaching Islam, but they do not belong to Muslim. They are confusing Muslims. Today, here when I was in Mali, I was on the internet a little while back, and there was one website, and I looked at it and I said, no, these people are speaking something which is outside Islam, but they are using the name of Islam in order to confuse the Muslim masses and to debate and argue with them. So we need to be careful. This is why we say, just like the internet can help you, it can also destroy you. Just like, you know, you have satellite dish, you can listen to one station, one sheikh, and he will give you a very convincing remark. You flick, and while you are flicking, the opposite remark is made by another man, and he is sounding also very convincing. So if you are going to listen to two views, you need to go deeper to find out who is right. Otherwise, that is my duty. Before I die, I need to find out, inshallah, that what is right and what is wrong based on the Qur'an and the Sunnah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us acceptance. I have spent a beautiful evening with you, and I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have. Normally, I try to keep my talks a little bit lively so that people do not sleep and do not begin to yawn. I did not notice anyone yawning. So Jazakumullah khair, and thank you for that.
Actually, before you finish, I want to announce for tomorrow night.
Yes.
Algon mi jasa ni malu put nano benu madamares onnane ha mitanga madamare mawdu ki furi hama muslimaka wani ki hinetto. Emi ma agad sales fa konvertige mitanga onnane me pla waka lakkawane furi ha be prostawa tarwa. Then on behalf of all the listeners, I really want to thank you, or we want to thank you, and may Allah grant you all the deserving rewards for your kindness and for your knowledge that you have given to us here tonight. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. And to your family too.
Jazakumullah. Thank you very much. Sallallahu wa sallam ala nabina Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.